Welcome to Waco, Texas, home of the Baylor Bears and McLean Stadium. Boats lining the brazos as the Baylor line is ready to welcome the Bears onto the field. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. As we'll see, the number 3 team in the country, the Wisconsin Badgers, taking on a fellow AAC opponent, the Baylor Bears. 48 Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Badgers will kick it off to get us underway. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. First down here for the offense. Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. And it's going to be a pick 6. Touchdown, Wisconsin.
And that is not the start this offense wanted. You're trying to come out, you're trying to create some momentum and get a rhythm and consistency, but you throw the pick 6 early and put yourself in a hole. Not good.
Wisconsin 7, Baylor 0.
They're lining up to kick it off after the pick 6, and that defense will come out feeling it. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner will be brought down. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. They'll throw it on first down. Slings it downfield. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
Man, this offense is searching, man. They're trying to find something. Last week, they did nothing. They got nothing going. Looked really, really poor. This week, starting a little sluggish. They got to find something they can hang their hat on and something they can build off of for this offense.
This offense has a second down play. This time, it's complete. They ripped off 7 on that one. Now a third down and 3.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? Second down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this third down manageable. Really nice job of executing that.
They'll need to convert this third down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. The Bears decide to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Slips through the line. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Looking for a productive play on first down. Quick handoff. And they make the tackle, but the official has tossed his flag. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. A first down for the offense. Give to the back. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A game for this one. They've circled this one all offseason, so they better be ready.
And the quarterback is snowed under.
Quarterback sacks is a trend that this offense would like to put it into pretty quick. Somehow they were able to win their last game out, even though they gave up 4 sacks in that one. That was a huge point of emphasis for this coaching staff. And here early in this one, first quarter, they've now already given up 1.
Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. Got open on the post and then had no regard for his body in making that catch.
Exactly right. You know you're going to get hit a lot of times coming over the middle of the field, but he runs that post, lays out, makes the play for his quarterback. That's a tough hombre.
And the Badgers need to pick it up on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires to the big fella. And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lick.
I love the aggressive nature offensively there. It's 4th down, and you're going to try and go for it. And you have so much confidence in your quarterback to be able to make that play, come up with a good throw, keep the drive alive.
The Badgers will snap it on 1st and 10. Wide out in motion. They go to the ground. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
That's a good-looking run there. And if you're going to be RB1 for Wisconsin, you're going to be pretty talented. Because you think of the guys they've had in this backfield in recent years, the Heisman Trophy winner Ron Dane, Monty Ball. How about Jonathan Taylor that's getting it done now on Sundays? This guy's got power, he's got speed, he's got shiftiness, he's got all the tools you need to be successful and play on Sunday.
Looking for a man. It's Ferguson. Gets it out fast. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this offense was going to try and get this receiver involved and get him involved early. So here they are just finding an easy completion. It's not a touchdown, but they just want to get this guy lathered up and get him into a run.
Pulls and fires it complete to the right. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs.
And that's what I love about this offense. You're not going to get all of your big chunk plays in the passing game by throwing it deep down the field. You can kind of dink and dunk. And on that RPO play, they had it dialed up and set up to go to that player in the right flat. Nice job.
Leaves it with the running back. Brought down after a pickup of 5 yards down to the 10.
At the 10-yard line.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. He makes a grab. Huge gain before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. This is a designed run. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Badgers! You have to imagine we're going to see a bit more of these designed runs as this game goes on.
No doubt. This is a guy that can run it. He can throw it. So what do I do? How do I stop it? Do I play pass? Do I play run? I mean, it's very frustrating to try to stop this kind of guy. And you see the explosive capabilities in making it happen on his own.
And he had the extra point to finish the drive. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
Set to kick off.
On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here, Paul.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive. So they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
Line getting set on second down. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. Fires to the right. He's got it. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down.
And when you get zone coverage and you're running curls and the wide receiver sprints off the ball, you know what happens? That DB starts to bail, and that wide receiver comes back, and it's easy pitch and catch for the offense.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Pulls it and fires to the left.
During the week, you got to talk to your quarterback. What do you like? What's your favorite, safest routes, easiest reads? Love coming out with those early with the short passing game.
They'll go to work on second down after doing damage on the ground. Scanning the field, it's Wiggins. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down.
Yeah, I just feel watching this offense, they need a big play. They need their confidence to get going, get the mojo going, considering they really struggled their last time out. They just don't seem to have figured it out quite yet here in the first quarter.
Ball is at the 42-yard line, close to 4-down territory. Here's 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll pull it down. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
I think a lot of fans were hoping that this offense maybe made some adjustments considering how much they struggled the last time they took the field. And early in this first quarter, it still seems like they're trying to iron some things out, just not clicking the way they need to be.
And the Bears will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Here's the return. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. The Wisconsin offense will come back on the field to jump around a bit. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Carl.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
Stuck with a running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. One back in the backfield. He gets the carry. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
When you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play by the defensive end.
Dropping back, it's Ferguson. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. And the Badgers will send out the punt unit. Sends his first one of the day on its way, and that matches the number of appearances he had in that win last week. The coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark it down at the 38-yard line. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. On 2nd down, just keeps firing. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And it's not panic time yet for this offense, but last week was a really bad performance. This week, starting off a little bit slow, they got to find some form of rhythm. They got to find some way to get a few first downs, get some playmakers involved, because right now they just seem out of sync.
This should be the last play of the quarter. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Right on target this time. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
Wisconsin 14, Baylor 0.
The Bears come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. You use the play action to try to slow down the rush, make the defense hesitant. In that case, they weren't hesitant at all.
No, they weren't, and it was a nice job with respect to effort on defense. You saw guys engaged one-on-one. They got dudes beating some.
And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack. Badgers getting that pass rush from the 2nd level like they did with a T.J. Watt or his brother who played up front who transferred from Central Michigan.
They've had a long list of guys, and it's funny, they all kind of look the same. You know, athletic, smart guys that are tough guys, but one thing you have to have at Wisconsin for defense, versatility when you play linebacker.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
No fair catches here, looking for room. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. Wide receiver shows motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football. And you saw guys play with excellent instinct, running downhill and making a tackle.
Looking to throw, it's Ferguson. Getting some heat. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
Defense came on the field with fresh legs, and here on just the 2nd play of the drive, they're able to get a sack.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. They've stumbled a little bit out of the gate here, Jesse, finding themselves down by 2 scores.
Yeah, and their defense needs to help them out and get off the field and get them some more possessions. This offense didn't spend a lot of time on the field in the 1st quarter, David. I think they got to run the ball here and try to establish some rhythm.
They got to establish something, and you're right. You'll wear your defense out. Continue. You keep getting the football back to them, to the other offense, you're wearing your defense out, and you'll have no shot to get back in this game.
That kind of pickup on 1st down, and you can take a shot here on 2nd and short. The safe call on the wide receiver screen. And good blocking in space out there to give him enough room to pick up the 1st down.
And those slot receivers nowadays, they're little water dogs, man. You can play touch football in an elevator to lose to these guys because they're so quick and so dynamic. Get open and catch the football.
Back to throw, it's Wiggins. Quickly complete. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down. Fresh set of downs after the completion. Going up top on first down. Got his man. And the defense coming with bad intentions. They knock him down for a loss.
I want to make sure I know where the playmakers are. And I can't let guys like this guy slip out of the backfield and make big plays against me. Good job being aware that they can throw the ball to the running back, closing space, and getting that fast dude on the ground.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Really nice pressure by the defense, getting in there quickly, getting a hit on the quarterback, making the quarterback make a quick decision, and he makes the wrong decision. He throws into double coverage, but that's really because of the pressure in his face and the physical hit on his body.
They're within field goal range at the 29. Let's see if they can pick up a few or the first down on 3rd and long. Fires to the wideout. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
And the Bears will come to the line to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Unloads to the wideout. Got it past the marker. Touchdown, Baylor! Reeled it in and just made the house call.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll call for the fair catch here. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football, make your plays, put a good drive together here.
Wants to throw on first down. Quick strike complete. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
And the offense here dialed up a really good zone beater. Give credit to the offensive coordinator. He called the right play at the right time.
Using the quick game. They'll wrestle it down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
It's so nice as a quarterback when you've got a guy like that working for you in the slot. He has such a good feel to find the open spaces in the defense. Just makes life so much easier for his quarterback.
They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. At the 35, he's loose. Touchdown, Wisconsin! And once he got loose, it was all over.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. The Hawkeyes have been hanging in there, but they're going to need something to break their way, and soon. They're up by 7 over NC State. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
The give to the back. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that first down.
They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Line gets set, 1st down. Back to pass, it's Wiggins. Fires to the middle. Got him downfield. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down.
And I love when you understand when I'm supposed to put some RPMs on that football. You could tell he's thrown over the middle of the field. He knows he's got defenders there. I got to throw this thing in there quick, fast, in a hurry. Nice job by the quarterback.
Wants to throw on 2nd down. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
Yeah, and how about this defense, man? That's the 3rd sack of the day. They've been putting pressure, getting him on the ground. Not something they've been good at throughout this season. This defense playing better because they're getting more pressure on the quarterback.
Coming after him. Got his man. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line.
And how about the confidence of this quarterback? Palmer, I got to know, man. I know this receiver's a stud, but I'm putting 2 guys on him. I'm trying to take him out of the ball game, and he's still going to throw it that direction?
Because even when he's covered, he's open. These guys work tirelessly all week long. They understand where they're going to be. They understand when the football's coming out. You could put a 3rd guy over there, and I don't know if that would have changed the quarterback's decision. I think he was still going to his big playmaker on the perimeter.
Kept it on the ground last time, bringing up a 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And the laundry drops as the pass falls incomplete. Let's see who the penalty's on. Remember, if your entire body is past the line of scrimmage when you throw the football, that's a penalty. He was, and the penalty will be accepted. That incompletion brings up 3rd down for the offense. They're trying to get to it. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And unfortunately, this guy's been beat like a drum. He's been hit, sacked a bunch of times already, and another hit right here. I'm literally looking at my offensive line and be like, dude, I need some more time. You got to protect me better than this. Give me a chance to complete some passes.
They've already converted a 4th down in this game. They'll try to make it 2 for 2. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And he's sacked. A big play on 4th down to stop this drive.
He had nowhere to go with the football. 4th down, you know he wants to make a play. I'd like for him to throw it up, to be honest. Try to give somebody an opportunity to make a play. Who cares if I throw a pick? It's 4th down anyways, but couldn't find anybody to get the ball off. Defense surrounds him, gets him to the ground with the sack.
The offense will quickly use a timeout.
Timeout, Wisconsin.
Kept it on the ground on 1st down. See if they stick with that plan on 2nd. Looking downfield, it's Ferguson. It's complete on the right side. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a 1st down on the play.
That had to be a coverage bust because there is no way one of the best receivers in the country was that wide open. Somebody on defense wasn't where they were supposed to be. They had their eyes in the wrong place. That should not happen ever.
They'll snap it on 1st down from the 35. He's going to pass. He wants to take the top off. Throw to the sideline, and it's complete, and they've got a big play.
How great is it to have a running back who can basically run your entire route tree? You don't see a lot of guys line up and then run vertically down the field, get open, and make a big play. This dude is special.
This offense has put on a display in the first half, and they have a chance to tack another one on before the break. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. He's looking to throw. Takes the easy throw in the flat. Touchdown, Badgers! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they knock through the extra point, and they're up 28-7. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. No chance to return that one. A booming kickoff out of the back of the end zone. It's a touchback. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
A loss of 3 yards on the play. Brings up 2nd down.
We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time for one final play in this half. From the gun, running back gets to give. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Bears will kick it away to start the second half. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. The Wisconsin offense will come back on the field to jump around a bit. Quick pass on the jet motion. Crosses to 40. He's loose. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. One big play, and you go from a little backed up to threatening. It's 1st and 10 from the 40. Quick release by the QB. Gets away from one. He's got space. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
That's a good-looking throw, and I know when we talk Wisconsin offense, we're always talking about running backs, but they've seen their fair share of QBs too. Darren Bevel back in my day, Scott Tolzien had some success, and then, of course, Russell Wilson also. This guy right now in this game, he needs to get himself into a rhythm, and if he gets there, he's dangerous.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays, but sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well, but if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
Fast motion from the offense. Dropping back, it's Ferguson. Flushed out of the pocket. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
Man, it's nice to have a quarterback that can do this. Last week was unbelievable. This week, even better. This dude is absolutely on fire, in the zone, feeling it, using the whole field, doing whatever he wants, when he wants, how he wants.
They run into a bit of trouble here. 3rd and long from the 25, and the last thing they want is to get knocked out of field goal range. Pocket starts to collapse. And the quarterback is toast back at the 35. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots, you read the quarterback's eyes, make sure you take away that quick stuff, and a great job rushing the passer and getting the sack.
Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. No good. Missed the field goal, but still up by 3 touchdowns to 21. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. Pulls it, fired complete. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd down.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. Pass on the way. It's picked off. Not a lot on the return, but they can live with that as they've got it at the 49. The offense lining up for a 1st down play. Fires to the big fella. Got room at the 35. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down.
Nice job decision-making by the quarterback there in the RPO, not handing it off, knowing he had to throw it, but then also understanding his open guy was going to be in the right flat.
From the gun, the ground game. Defense holds their ground, pickup of a yard. It's at the 26.
At the 26-yard line. 2nd down coming up.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. It's Ferguson. Throws to the back. Got his man quickly. They bring him down, but he's got a 1st and goal from the 10.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the 1st down.
They'll throw it on 1st down. And the ball is picked off. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
Well, the offense turns it over, and talking to their coaching staff before this game, they talked about how important it was to have good ball security and not give the opponent extra possessions. That time, poor decision by the quarterback, and the defense made them pay.
Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? And part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
And I think you're seeing these guys in every offense now. These littler guys, they're so quick, it's hard to get a hand on them. Run crisp routes. You can throw it short, you can throw it long, but they're just big-time playmakers. You've definitely seen an emphasis shift towards smaller wide receivers with some serious skill.
On 3rd and short, they'll go to the power running game. He gets it oh so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
Man, that D-tackle is a freak athlete. Did you see him come out of his stance and beat the offensive lineman, getting to the running back? Cat-like quickness.
So in their own territory, on 4th and inches, the offense will stay on the field.
And 4th and inches, you know what's coming. You know they're going to run the quarterback sneak, but it's one of the hardest plays in football to stop. You got to find a way to dive from the defensive line spot and stop the feet of the quarterback, and they couldn't do it. And listen, they only needed inches. That's what makes it so difficult to stop.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
You know, it's difficult for QBs sometimes when you're throwing to your running backs because they're not receivers. You really got to be perfect with the ball placement. You got to make that a catchable throw. A little bit too tough for the RB on that one.
The RPO, fire complete to the left. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down.
This is no surprise to defenses anymore. Everybody throws wide receiver screens, and you could tell they were ready for it. They saw the quick game. They pounced on it, got the wide receiver on the ground. That's not the first time they've seen that route.
And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Quickly to the flat in the wide receiver screen. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
One of the things that makes this guy so dangerous is how good he is after the catch. If he's got any space around him, he's able to burst. He's able to make people miss and get extra yards for his offense. You saw it right there.
Looking for a man. It's Wiggins. Gets it out quickly. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game, now on second down. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the first down.
You know, we talk about quarterbacks having to make quick decisions, and I think you saw it on that play. Nobody open downfield, and he just decided to take off.
And the Bears getting set on 1st and 10. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Looking to go up top on first down. It's complete to the right. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible. And sometimes it doesn't work in the running game, but I can throw it to him. I can try to create some space out wide, dump him the football, let him make some catches, and see if I can.
Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
I tell you what, if I'm this QB, I am ill as a hornet at my offensive line. Are you kidding me? That's the 6th time they've put me on the ground. Dudes, will y'all protect me a little bit better, please?
A little less room to work with now as the ball's at the 28, and it's 3rd and long. Looking down the middle, and he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day.
And another mistake from this quarterback. That's back-to-back drives now that have resulted in interceptions. He's got to find a way to find something different, get in a better rhythm, start seeing the field better, Palmer, because he's not in a flow right now.
No, David, it looks like he's forcing the football a little bit, maybe trying to make up for that interception he threw on the last drive. But that last play, there was no way that football should have gone there. He could have gotten off of that, checked it down, or thrown it away. This quarterback, he needs a breather right now. He's got to collect himself.
The give to the tailback. And he finds no running room at all, and the 3rd quarter is over. Maybe more open spaces coming in the 4th.
Wisconsin, 28. Baylor, 7.
They've changed ends of the field, now facing 3rd down as they go back to work. Just a short pass to the tight end. At the 35, he's open. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
Well, I tell you, man, this guy's been putting on a show all game long. We've seen his decision-making. We've seen his athleticism. Because of him, they've got this huge lead in the 4th quarter. So why stop throwing it? Just keep it going when the going's good.
Stop is made almost immediately. Give him 1 to the 23. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The give to the back. They get him down, tough run, picks up 4, they'll mark it at the 19.
I think you run that play so you stay out of 3rd and long. 3rd and long is not where an offense ever wants to thrive. 3rd and medium, hey, I'm good with that. So you run that play to make sure you're set up for a good 3rd down.
The Badgers look to do some damage in the red zone. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Tough sledding in there. Picks up a couple, but still needs 2 more on 4th down.
And that's a really good job by the defense, because when you get in that 3rd and medium area, listen, you got to be worried about the run and the pass. Did a good job playing both. Got it stopped. Now forcing a 4th down.
It's good. And now the lead is extended a little further. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Iowa has opened up a can right now, and based on what we've seen, I'm not sure anything is going to change. They're up by 23 over NC State. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
I got to give this defense a lot of credit. They were very confident coming into this one, even though they were going up against one of the best quarterbacks in the entire country. They're confident because they believe in their ability to get to him, and they've been able to do that in this game. There's another sack here later.
He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game divvying up the football and distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon, too, after he catches it. You saw it right there.
Pre-snap motion in the backfield. To the air, it's Wiggins. Gets it out fast. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down.
It's tough on the defense there. 3rd down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the inside.
Using him out of the slot, he has just been unstoppable.
And I love putting dynamic athletes in the slot that I can move around, that I can put in motion, that I can make him go in or out. I can put him off the ball so you can't get hands on him, and they've really featured this guy today.
The Bears have it with a 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Catch in the middle. It's Hester. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead. It's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw 1st downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
Listen, I would get rid of that thing fast, too, if I've been sacked that many times today. They're coming every angle. Everybody's coming. They've got to me the whole day. Can somebody please get my back?
Leaves it with the back. And the Bears have enough for the 1st down.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the 1st down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that 1st down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of...
To the end zone, and it's picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. The 40. At the 20. Touchdown, Wisconsin. The defense puts 6 on the board with a big-time interception return. With that last score, things comfortable here in the 4th as they are headed to a 7-1 record. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick 6. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. This has been an old-fashioned fanny paddling, David. I mean, they've just got taken behind the woodshed.
There's nothing to say. This has been an absolute beatdown. Dominated from the start, Jesse, to almost the finish now. They have done nothing right.
Everyone's going to have a real hard look at themselves, I think, this week after watching the film and in practice. And they just got to take accountability. They have to understand.
The quarterback scrambled around, but the defense able to scramble him and turn it into a sack.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man, doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on, and now just throw another sack in the equation, hitting the quarterback, being disruptive. They've been all over the field.
To the air, it's Wiggins. Throws to the wideout. It's complete. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40.
And you've seen these curl routes. This is a timing route. Understanding the ball's got to come out of my hand right when he hits the top of that curl. Nice job by the QB finding him. Nice catch.
Comes out throwing on first down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. He'll work his way down to the 28. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. What a dynamic play on that last one. Flips the field, and they've got it 1st and 10 from the 28. He's looking to throw it. Finds his target down the middle. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down.
When you're a defense, you have a choice. Do you play man or do you play zone? They sat back in zone. That might change. They might change their mind and try to switch to man here shortly in the future.
He'll come out throwing on first down. They go to the wide receiver screen. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive.
And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls and continue to open up this offense and keep fighting. I think that's what you want to see. You want to see your squad not quit. Keep fighting until the very end of the football game.
He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. The offense gets a quick timeout. At this point, every second is precious. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. They want to run this quarterback. And he crosses the goal line and gets the touchdown, but way too little, way too late. But they still do count it for 6. The result of this game is going to sting for sure, but you've got to continue to build, you've got to improve, and you can take some positives out of this late hustle and build for next week.
There's always positives, and coaches are always looking for those things that we did well. What did we do well so we can do more of it in the future? Finding some things here late that they did well.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Fair catch, called for and made. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one. They went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points? Because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them. Or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today.